Okay, this is an update on my 1984 Toyota Cressida. Just finished up a pretty brutal spray paint job on it. It's kind of styled like a Fukuoka spec kaido racer. This tire's leaking a lot of air, so the fitment isn't quite as good. But yeah, I built these metal arches, which was kind of the first time I ever did anything like this. So I learned a lot, and it's not perfect, but good enough for me for this car. The wheels are 14 by 8.5 A-type and 14 by 11.5 A-type. Mirrors are Datsun 720. I got this lip off Yaj, which was for like a Kenmary, I think, and I just kind of poorly chopped it down to fit. When I bought this car, I had a blown head gasket, so I did that first thing, and then since buying it 3 years ago, I've done a lot of body work. I replaced both the front corners of the fenders, and I also replaced the bottom of the front doors because they're very rotted out. The rockers are pretty decent. I removed all the side trim that would have been on the door here and the rear there. And there was also a metal trim piece going along the top of the rocker, which I removed and then shaved this indent that was there. I shaved the rear markers that would have been there. Rear antenna would have been there. Shaved the rear license plate area and mounted it below the bumper. There was a tow hitch, so I just kind of made a little plate extension there. And I also mounted the bulb in there for the plate, which doesn't work the best, but whatever. I also shaved the gas cap because it was very rotted, and I shaved the passenger lock cylinder area. I also raised the motor and built the exhaust 1.5 inch full straight pipe. But yeah, like many things on this car were kind of a battle because of how rusty it is, although it really is pretty good for having lived its life in the Maritimes. But like the whole rear end is getting pretty crusty. Like it started leaking. One of the rear brake line started leaking. So I just capped off the rear brakes completely because it's not like they're really doing much anyways. They're pretty, needs like a full overhaul back there, really. It's on coilovers in the front and the back. There's a coilover right there, and the rear arm, I don't know if you can tell really, but I had to cap it off the trailing arm because it was so rotted out. It actually broke a couple times. But it seems to be holding pretty good now. It leaks a bit of gas, it leaks a bit of oil, it leaks a bit of diff fluid. Probably needs an axle and a diff seal. And the lifters became very noisy on this car recently, but I've changed the oil and put some Miracle shit in there, and seems to be quieting down now. The interior of this raid wheel, borrowing from my friend Ben. Cigarette lighter, radio that doesn't work, PBR shift knob, mufflers, and extinguisher. It's pretty complete in here. Yeah, the speedo doesn't work. I don't know why, because I have the sensor like fully in there in the transmission, but I don't know, whenever I did the manual swap, it just didn't want to work. So this is kind of where the worst of the rust is, back here. It's pretty bad on top of the frame, and yeah, in the back of the wells, or whatever you want to call that area, but like the strut towers are fine. There's my rerouted gas filler neck. Yeah. Oh yeah, water leaks in here because it's just so rotted around the lip here. The gas tank leaked a couple times, and I've since fixed it, but there was a breather line or something rotted on the top of it, and I thought I patched it up, but if you fill the tank over half full, it just starts like leaking if you hit a big bump. So there's the motor. Yep, that's about it. It's stock. It runs. But yeah, just kind of wanted to show off this car and what it is and what I've put into it. I'm not really sure what to do with it now, because I don't really have a spot for it to store it or to work on it anymore. And yeah, I just don't have the time or the money really to restore it, I guess, make it good enough to pass inspection again. So, and it needs tires and blah blah blah, all sorts of annoying things. So anyways, that's what it looks like now.